Google will pay $7 million to settle a Wi-Fi spying case. A software program allowed Google to intercept emails, passwords, and other personal information collected through unsecured Wi-Fi networks. Google blames a rogue engineer, but federal officials say some Google managers certainly knew about it.
CBS News legal analyst Jack Ford is with us. Jack, good morning.
Anthony, good morning to you.
This happened, Jack, when Google went around collecting information in its Street View mapping process, right? And they were gathering up passwords, emails, other personal info. How seriously did Google cross the line?
Well, there was a lot of information that was gathered. You know, this is one of those situations where we always think that access to more information is marvelous until it isn't.
Yes.
And usually it isn't when it becomes your information that people are getting access to. So what they were doing is, you mentioned the Street View, which is pretty cool.
We like the Street View.
Exactly. You can see homes, you can see restaurants.
Walk down any street in America.
Exactly. But apparently, while they were gathering up this information, they were also scooping up private information, emails, passwords from people as they were driving by. It was a drive-by hit, if you will.
Deliberately so, apparently.
Well, clearly it had to be deliberately gathered. Whether they were going to use it in a deliberate fashion or not was up in the air. Google said it was a rogue engineer that was doing it. They said, well, maybe it was an unsupervised person. And they said the problem is that the Google nature is to gather information. Right. That's what we do. So they found this situation. It came out, and you had a consortium of about 38 states came after Google, and they said, whoa, you have crossed the line here. This is more than should be allowed. So Google's got to do a couple of things.
What's the result of the lawsuit, then?
You mentioned $7 million fine, although some people have said, look, Google gets a net revenue of $32 million a day, but it's still $7 million. The other two parts that are very interesting are this. Google now has to really create a very in-depth privacy program, a week-long event annually where everybody has to be engaged in it, from their lawyers to their engineers, telling them where the line is. And the other part of it is very interesting. They have to provide information to subscribers and the public as to how to protect yourself from this. It's sort of akin to a burglar as part of a sentence saying you have to go tell the people who you broke into.
Is there a larger message here, Jack? Is there a larger message
I think there is, Anthony, which is, look, it takes the law a while to catch up to technology. And here what we're seeing is the law is reaching out and saying, all right, slow down. Slow down what you're doing here. Make people more aware of the possibility of their information being gathered. And you guys, Google, you just don't grab as much information here.
I like your burglar analogy. Thank you, Jack.
All right, yeah.